Hello everyone. So I'm gonna do some fan art today because I haven't done that in quite a while. I'm not even sure if I've ever done that on on my stream. Let's see. Alrighty. So I'm taking that started it yesterday night actually. And I'm just doing that spiker mutant from Miscreated, which is a survival game. A pretty neat one. Let me see. I should have some neat reference images to show. Let's see. Yep. So this is how they look. And I'm just gonna do, I don't know, a slightly alternative version of those, I guess. So first things first, I wanted to add like a bandage around its trousers. So I need to open up Marvelous Designer. How's it going, everyone? How you doing? It's really fucking hot in Germany. It's like almost 40 degrees Celsius. I don't even... What's that, like 110 degrees Fahrenheit? I don't know. Maybe a little less. But it's above 100. And I'm just most figuratively melting. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's see. So obviously I already did the trousers he's wearing and Marvelous. So, but I want to add a bandage around those. Also, I'm not quite happy with those bandages around its spike yet. But I might do those in ZBrush, I don't know. We'll see about that. So let's move that over here. I decided to go with like a hospital patient something trousers. So maybe they did some experiments on them or something like that. I mean, there has to be a reason for the spikes and everything, so... Oh. I'm gonna make it slightly bigger, because it's guaranteed it's gonna glitch through the trousers when I start simulating it in the bandage in this size. So I'm gonna start with something that's more like that. Also, I should probably put that on a higher layer. Now I can make it smaller. It's still gonna glitch through it, I guess. So I forgot to make, oops, was not on purpose. Shit, okay. Once again, and that's what I meant. Okay, and we're gonna want a few of those. So I'm gonna do it like that. Oops. And after that, I'm gonna start sculpting some details in that right away, which is gonna be fun. Make that slightly longer. What you doing? Yeah, that's more like it. Let's see. Now, of course, I just want to lower the particle distance of that, so we get some more detail, some neater detail. And I have to re-export this as well, since the shape changed a lot. Alright, we're gonna do. Just so I don't destroy everything, I'm gonna be like this. Oh, okay. Could have been worse, I guess. Let's go down to 5. This is where it's gonna get a little laggy, but I'm almost done with that, so bear with me for a minute here. Huh. This is taking a while. Alrighty. The annoying thing is, we're gonna have to do that for those as well. This should be a little faster though. Oh, alrighty. So let's hit that button once more. Oh, Jesus, I didn't even hit synchro now. shirt as well, but I'm not sure about that yet. Normally that works a little better, but since I'm streaming to multiple platforms at the same time, and I should probably have closed ZBrush before I started up Marvelous Designer. Well, it doesn't matter now since we're done. So let's export that. Montages. Weld thin. Alrighty. Same goes for the trousers. Oh shit. Let's see if it worked. Oh my god, I hope it works. Place. It did. And just hope it works now. I'm probably just gonna close. Don't need Steam. Don't need the reference folder. Wait, what did I do? I don't want any of that. You're in the wrong window, my friend. Get over here. Nope. Didn't want to start a new one. I just want to go to project. Alrighty. So what's with all the complaining? It worked. Nice. I don't think we're gonna need Marvelous anytime soon now, so let's just get rid of it. Alrighty, and we're gonna switch those pants with the other pants. Port. Ta-da. And that is much better. As you can see here, I only started blocking very rough shapes in terms of anatomy. So that's what we're gonna do next, is just work on that a little. So we're just gonna do some good old sculpting. I think his belly button needs to go down a little further. That's better. Did I say belly button? I think so. I want him to look a little more skinny. And I don't like the overall shapes of the ribcage, it's not quite right. That's because I sculpted it on top, because I'm an idiot. So let's just do it like this. Nope. Right. And just push it in a little. Because that makes way more sense. Can't wait to get to the detail part though. That's gonna be really fun. Yo, Mr. s.t.a.l.k.e.r, what's up, man? I'm I'm fan arting a mutant from a game called Miscreated. How you doing, man? Okay, I like it a lot better like this. It was too strong. I don't want him to be like ultra skinny. Just like really sickly skin. I guess I know how you feel now. I don't have as much time as I'd like to have to work on that stuff as well at the moment. I haven't done anything s.t.a.l.k.e.r related for quite a while. But I want to get back to that this week. Maybe I'm even gonna stream. I think I'm gonna stream that. Just don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe I'm just gonna finish the duck low poly off stream and do a texturing stream or something like that. Not exactly how they are supposed to be. I totally forgot about that. You know why? Because I didn't like what I did with that one. I think I'm probably gonna open that up, back up, and maybe redo some parts. Because I remember not being very happy with that one. But I want to focus on some characters first before I start doing creatures again, because I really want some NPCs to be in there. Since I'm not the only character artist at the team anymore, that's pretty neat. Because we're doing some giant leaps when it comes to characters in game. Since Mike. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for quite a while now, right? s.t.a.l.k.e.r. I need to texture that as well. But that one's pretty much done, so that's just texturing to do. So many things I'd like to finish. But as I said, I wanted to focus on the s.t.a.l.k.e.r characters for now. Let's see, this needs to be more like that. Tylosaurus. I bought some neat dinosaur and paleontology books. So I totally want to get back to that as well. I want to do so many things, but I don't have the time to do all that. But I would love to. I really want to do all this. It's not because I don't want to. If I'd win in the lottery, I'd just sculpt all day long and do nothing else besides that. So many things I want. Alrighty, am I back? I think I'm back. I don't know what happened there. I have no idea. OBS just disconnected for some reason. It's not supposed to do that, but it did. I think somebody just told me he or she's having the same issues, but I don't remember who it was. Else I could ask for a solution, because that's not the first time it happened, and it's pretty annoying. It's working again though, is it? I hope. Please tell me this. It's working for me. Oh well. I'm not even sure I'm online anymore. I'm gonna check that real quick. Alrighty, so let's see. It's working here, is it? I think so. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it a lot. Oh, wait, that means the stream is still running, does it? I think so. That's a good thing. Or maybe I'm in a parallel universe now. I had some ribcage reference. Okay. That does simply not look too good. Getting some better anatomy down in the back and around the shoulders. Needs to be more like that. just paint some happy little muscles on there. Happy little muscles. Doesn't have to be too strong though, because it's supposed to be more like shimmering through than actually visible muscles. Breaking up that symmetry just a little. Because we don't want it to be too symmetrical. That doesn't look really good. It doesn't look too realistic here. So the original ones have like blisters everywhere. Yeah, they're supposed to be blisters, I guess. I'll make a slightly dirtier version, like one that has been... I mean, I guess they are not technically undead, since they are not zombies, but mutants. So... I'm not sure. I was thinking about like removing the lips to show the teeth, which he has, but I'm not sure. Okay, that was quite a task. Oh shit, haha, forgot the symmetry. Doesn't matter though, I'm just gonna make the same thing over here. And as I said, just gonna break up the symmetry a little, it's a good thing anyways. Oop, it looks like for some reason ZBrush connected those two words down here. Vertices. Why would it do that? Well, it doesn't matter for now. I'm just gonna break them up later. Oh, that's a little too strong. Sometimes my release designer does some weird folds. Most likely it's in the front as well. Now we have this. Neat. Probably should give some attention to the feet, since I didn't even start working on those yet. There's no need to actually separate them, since nobody's ever gonna be close enough. Like, nobody's ever gonna see them as big as they are right now. I just hope I re-enabled the symmetry. Looks like I did. Very good, okay. So I don't feel like sculpting feet right now, so I'm just not gonna do that. I imagine those guys just escaped from a lab or something like that. That's why he gave them those trousers that look like kind of like the ones you'd get in a hospital or something like that. Getting some more detail into the face now. That's always most fun. Need some tiny like that. Great. I'm gonna smooth that out in a few minutes, but I want it to be really subtle. So as I said, it looks like those muscles are just shimmering through here. There needs to be a tiny hole. And there could be a hole as well. If you struggle doing anatomy, I'd highly advise you to go get the 3D total anatomy figures. Because I ordered like the male version, which is like half skin and the other half is an écorché, so you can see all the muscles. And they're amazing quality and they are quite big and helped me a lot, so I ordered the female version right away. Like the same day the male version arrived, because it's just so good. And now, as you can see, I'm smoothing all that stuff out again, but really only slightly. That also helps with not making the face look too smooth. And I should probably save some time. Always trying to stay at the same level of detail on the whole model. And I don't worry at all about the texture that comes with a clay build-up brush. In the contrary, because once I smooth that out, it looks a lot better than just the clean, smooth skin that we have right now. Hey, no, it's not a vampire, it's a mutant actually. It looks kind of vampire-ish, right? I actually always wanted to do a vampire. Obviously not like a Twilight vampire, but a little more like, almost like a creature. Those kind of vampires that turned into a monster already, not looking that human anymore. Humane? Humane, I guess. Right. So no, not a vampire, but I can see why you think that. It's a fan art from a game called Miscreated, so that's a mutant. A spiker. Duh. And I'm spending way too much time in that game, so I thought I'd just do some fan art. Because I really like it. I think it's the best survival game out there. Much better. Much better. Does he look like a bob? No, we can't really see its legs, right? But maybe I'm just gonna do two different versions, including one that doesn't wear any trousers. Oh, no, I don't think so. One's gonna be enough for now. I don't even know what is it like. No Noda GX or Nodax? What's it spelled? Teach me. Maybe that's the name of the nerve agent they used on him. I could agree with that. Ah, I see. Yeah, well, sometimes it's kind of difficult to guess the meaning behind all the usernames on Twitch. Ach, schade. So, how long have I been working without symmetry here? Not too long, okay. Still though, why? Well, let's do that again, I guess. I guess you need some strong arms to rock those spikes. Or this spike, since it's only one. Let's see. Pull that in like this. I feel like these are, like in the game, these are actually a little stronger than all the other mutant versions, besides the big brute one, of course. My ears looks too round. It's some more. It's look a little more like that. Makes it look more evil. I like where it's going now. Excadon. Exgeddon. Sounds like the game of another DayZ clone game. Exgeddon. Oh well. It would probably be called like Z-Geddon or something like that. He does have a thick neck, that's true. But did you see that spike? He needs those muscles, man. Maybe I'm gonna turn it down a little. He said making the muscles bigger. No, but I think it makes more sense like that actually, so I'm gonna leave it the thick way. I love doing his face, it's really cool. I'm completely using track of the time and everything. Sorry, I might. How long have I not said anything? I don't know. Probably not too long. I'd like to have some more coffee, actually. Guess for most of you it's pretty early in the day, but over here in Germany it's already 4:30 p.m. So definitely a good time for some coffee. Hey, well, it doesn't really matter since I'm like when I'm live, I always speak English, so because most of the people watching do not understand German, so that's fine. Ooh. I'm gonna need a new tip for my Wacom pan. It's making a weird and really annoying sound. I hope you can't hear that. Ah, it hurts. Makes me get goosebumps. Oh. Okay, I think I fixed it. The one has been working for like forever now, though. It's from a really old Intus like what's it, 3 or 4? One of the gray ones. Like back then, they weren't not even black yet. Oh sure, just go ahead, write in German. That's no problem. I'm just gonna reply in English if it's easier for you. Not a problem at all. I'm gonna get some coffee real quick, but I will be back in approximately 6 minutes. Alrighty, so tiny little break. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Can't go too long without the coffee. Let's see. Sometimes it's a good thing to use the flattened brush instead of the smooth brush. Sorry about that. I'm still not 100%. Well, again. He does look like a freaking vampire. Yeah, that's right. I'm working on the s.t.a.l.k.e.r project. I said it earlier, I might be streaming some Star Wars stuff later, but I don't know yet. I want to finish this piece first, and then I'm gonna go back to working on Star Wars stuff. Because I haven't been streaming for quite a while, actually. I want to get back into it now, so. Maybe not today, but definitely gonna do some Star Wars stuff tomorrow. Maybe a little later than today, not though. There's so many things I need to do for the Star Wars game that are almost finished, but still not quite. Okay, I shouldn't overdo that. Sure, just shoot away, fire away. I mean, it's like, I probably can't answer all the questions, I guess, because there's a ton of questions that we just can't answer at the moment, like an estimated release date or stuff like that. Also, if you ask like how to support the team, it's a little difficult since we don't own any license or anything, so you can't actually support us. Giving us a lot of love, I guess. I don't know. We can't take any money, and we don't want to. You will have to own the original game to be able to play s.t.a.l.k.e.r, obviously. So it's just a mod, really. We were like trying to figure something out, or at least we were thinking about doing a charity stream, for example. So you actually don't support us with that, but so another good cause. So think I'm gonna start bringing some stuff to the pants now. Oh, when did I do that? I lost a little detail on here where this elastic part is. There's supposed to be a lot more detail in there. It's like sometimes you just lose a lot of it exporting to ZBrush. My Go Z feature isn't really working. I don't know why. Just it starts ZBrush, but then it just crashes again. Yeah, the fighting system, the combat system is gonna be exactly the same as the original KOTOR game, and we won't change a lot, so we're just remaking it. When it comes to like graphics and assets and everything. So essentially, we're just rebuilding the whole game. But it's gonna have its original like voice actors, and planets and quests are gonna be the same. Because we don't want to make a better game when it comes to the story and get more people to play it again, and maybe enjoy the whole story again. That'd be nice. So essentially, it's just gonna be like the original game, but with better graphics. Yeah, that's because they deleted. It was cut from the original game, but there was Yavin. So we're adding some of the cut content, that's true. So it was supposed to be in the original game. But for some reason they did not put it in there. God knows why. I mean, I guess of course we're gonna. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope it's gonna be a lot of fun. I myself can't wait to play it, actually. Oops. Oh, okay, I see. Um, I'm not entirely sure about that because it's not my department, but I don't think we do have a final model of the Ebon Hawk. Um, Especially if that has been like a few months ago or something like that. I'm not sure about that. Okay, but that might just have been like a placeholder model and not the final version. But you don't need to worry about stuff like that because Taylor, our creative lead, is very like it's very important to him that we make every detail, every single detail, as close to the original game as possible. So we're not gonna change visuals of like the main cast or the Ebon Hawk, for example. To be honest, I haven't seen Kashik in a while. But yeah, it looks really cool. Taylor does a hell of a job designing all the planets and everything. I mean, Apiron is his baby after all. And he's not afraid of, like, deleting whole planets and reworking them from scratch. That's crazy. That's what's gonna make the difference in the end, though. Also, I'm very glad you like it. Oh, don't say that too loud, though. If Disney hears that, they're gonna shut us down for good. Well, we're putting a lot of love and effort into creating that game. But I think EA is pretty aware of it. I don't know. I know a lot of people working in big studios that are aware of the project. Um, and I guess as long as we're not charging any money for it, it's gonna be okay. Since they are actually, there's a pretty good chance they are gonna make money from that. Since I love to work on an official Star Wars game, that'd be so. Yeah, it's the same for me. I actually Xbox though. I mean, it's not exactly expensive though, so guess it's not more than $10 or something like that. It's just such a good game though. BioWare did so amazing work with that. Playing it a lot again actually. I'm not really happy with those bandages. Really? Did I say that? Okay. No, I don't know. There's a lot of work still to do. We could use like 20 more people working on the project. I mean, we're doing it as fast as we can, but we're doing it now spare time. And there's only very few of us. There's no way to estimate like a release date or something like that, even though I would love to, because I really wanted to be playable as soon as possible. I don't even know how long the project has been going, to be honest, since I've been with Appearance. I think Taylor started working on it like quite a while ago, like completely on his own though. Him and Drew maybe, I think. Ooh, yes, we did. There's a lot of stuff happening lately, like very recently. Since there is characters now and there is NPCs and we do have some animation now, there's stuff happening, yeah. We just don't show them on stream that much because, like, I think the only programmer that is streaming is Chris and Drew. Oh, Wing34371. Thanks so much, man. Thank you for the follow. So what was I saying? I don't recall. Oh, right. The programmers don't usually stream. So it's just Chris who does some streaming sometimes. And I don't know what he shows actually. But there's gonna be more. I mean, I guess you have seen the review videos that have been released lately, like showing T3 M4 and stuff like that. Is it best to use straight subdivs or dynamic subdivs? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Like you're referring to Dynamesh with dynamic subdivs or straight? I always use just normal subdivs, so doesn't really matter because, or at least for me, it doesn't really matter since I will have to do retopology in the end, anyways. So I don't really care too much about that. Especially since 4R8 gave us Sculptress Pro mode. Just use what works best for you, I guess. Oops. just try to stay like in the lowest subdivision level possible for as long as possible, I guess. I know that's really hard. I struggle doing that too a lot, actually. Oh, as you might be able to see here, I started from a base mesh I made, so the topology is there already, so I'll just hit Control D to subdivide it once I can't get any more detail out of the stage I'm working in right now. And then I'll add another subdivision level, add more detail until the resolution is just too low, and then hit Control D again, and so on. I think I could add a texture to that. Because it should have UVs. That's just for the lulz. Let's try and add a texture to that one. It's not in here, not in here, it's in here. It's a little too human though, I guess. Needs to be much brighter, of course. But it works, which is a cool thing. Yeah, actually quite cool. Okay. I did not expect that to work that well. That's a texture of the character I originally made that base mesh for. That's not in the right place anymore. That doesn't look good. I'm gonna have to move that. That's more like it. Don't want him to look too skinny. Oh, and ears always need not to be too symmetrical. Ears are never perfectly symmetrical, never ever. I'm gonna make that arm slightly stronger. Kind of like the charges in the foot that, just not such a massive difference like they did in there. Okay, dann wünsche ich dir noch einen schönen Abend und vielen Dank fürs Vorbeischauen. Und vielleicht bis bald. Ich mache wie gesagt bald auch mal wieder einen Star Wars Stream. Like maybe tomorrow actually. I might gonna do a Star Wars stream tomorrow. If so, I will announce it via my Instagram and of course in the Star Wars s.t.a.l.k.e.r on Discord we're using. But for now I'm gonna try to get this bugger here done. No, it's not for s.t.a.l.k.e.r on, it's just the day. Like literally yesterday actually, and yeah. I'm trying to finish it today. Thanks, mate. It is really fun though. It's kind of rewarding to sculpt something like this because it goes really fast and you can see a difference quite quickly. I'm gonna have to do some detail on the hands now, and after that I'll have to go back, even though I don't want to work on the feet for a while. And then I'll actually try to put it into Substance Painter and see what I can do. Do some texturing. It's just, it's like drawing, I guess. You'll just have to do it a lot to get good at it. I mean, like, I don't have my first sculpts on this computer, sadly. I'd love to show to you because they are just so freaking bad. But as you can see, it's almost like working in clay, just a little easier, to be honest. I mean, it's brush, but only once, so. See, I'm not that good doing hard surface modeling. I really enjoy it, but I don't know, I kinda always fuck it up. It's just because I don't do it as much. I actually started out doing hard surface modeling as well in university, but then I discovered ZBrush and I've never really come back. Like what modeling tool are you using? Like are you using Blender or Maya, 3ds Max? What else is out there? Ooh, Modo? Modo is awesome. I always wanted to learn Modo. Or Rhino. For environment artists. And I like doing environments as well, but I just want to focus on doing characters because it's slightly more fun. And I'm better at doing characters, actually, I think. There's some quite easy ways to do rocks in ZBrush, though. I'm sorry. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's not always like that, though. Sometimes it looks really crappy in the beginning. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Whereas character art gets really annoying in the end when you have to do retopo all day long. That can take forever. I mean, obviously it kind of depends on the character, since for this or another character, need to tell where I don't know why it does that, but it welded them together in the middle of the lips because it just hates me. Well, it's not so much the arms as the fingers. Oh, fingers. I hate retopologizing fingers. And you'll get quite good at it. There. Where's the make feet button? Okay, let's see. I don't want to do it. I don't. Well, yes, there's there's feet in the IMM measures. I do have feet, anyways, but I prefer just doing them again, just to get better. And I think the last feet I did were quite okay, actually. And they would fit perfectly because I made them with a character that I took as a base mesh for this one, but I'm just gonna redo them to get more used to it. Do you remember if the upgrade from 4R8 to 2018 transfers brushes and interfaces automatically? Automatically. I think it does. I'm not sure, to be honest, so please. I don't know, but I think it does. 4.7 to 4.8 obviously didn't, but 4.8 to 2018 does. I mean, you can save your interface anyway, so that's not the big deal, but copying the brushes over can get slightly annoying, you know. That looks so messy. Ooch, I'm sorry. That's what I said, I'm not sure. Our brushes are the most important brushes. I can relate to that. And I'm not even an environment artist. I can't even imagine how important these are for you if you're doing environments. Like they are six. Oh, I love the crack brushes. That actually looks quite good. Wish the blob brush wouldn't destroy the topology that much. But it does. That's what it does. That guy is actually quite a nice anatomy practice. A little crippled toe here. Does it work? It does. I love you. No, it doesn't. Okay. I didn't expect it to. Oops. Don't want to use that. Well, it's not working too well. I mean, you're probably never gonna get closer to the feet than that, but I still wanted to look at. So I'll have to redo a lot of that work. Oh, hey, Hmm. Me neither. Though. Good thing it's all about being handsome. I think I'm gonna need a break soon. Haven't even been streaming for that long. It's always the case when I start saving a lot, I'm running out of ideas. Or of motivation, maybe. There you go. I'm saving again. Well, that didn't change a lot. But it certainly looks nice. So I think I'm just gonna have a little break here. I'm gonna record a little turntable. And then I'm gonna pause the stream for a while. Have a little break. But I'm gonna continue later because I really... Maybe I'm gonna do some retopology off stream because I think that's always quite boring to watch. If I'm with Tate, that has been really fun though. So much fun sculpting all the muscles and everything. And I guess this one is going to be a lot of fun to texture as well. Really going to enjoy that. Need to do some more work on his hands and arms and feet. But I think it's a nice stage to have a break. Oh, and I need to add some detail to the trousers too. Yeah, the elbows are quite off. And the back needs some change as well. Well, stuff like that happens to me all the time. It's what I do. It's what I do. Yeah, I was just saying, I'm gonna render this turntable now, and once that's done, I'm gonna have a little break. Maybe have some dinner, or is it to have some dinner? No, it's just actually, it's perfect. Perfect time to have some dinner. It's almost exactly 6 p.m. So I'm gonna have some dinner and relax a little, and then be back later. Because as I said, I really want to finish this one today. At least the high poly and sculpting work and everything. Oh yeah, right. Also, I was asking if anybody is interested in seeing me do retopo. Because I always think it's quite boring. Oh, thanks. I will. 4 a.m. Holy shit, Snacks, and you're still awake? That's hardcore. Yeah, I hear ya. Well, I do save my videos to Twitch though. Also, most of the time I upload them to YouTube as well. So if you're interested, you could watch it over there. Well, I'm not so sure if anybody's gonna hit the follow button watching me do retopo. That's nice, man. Thanks. You're right, though. I might as well stream during the retopo as well. They're not gonna unfollow me for that. Oh shit, I missed the follower message. Okay, watching the stream to see. Maybe I can catch it here. Ah, I missed it. For some reason the stream wasn't even doing anything. Okay, let's watch the emails. Archilon Rex, thanks for the follow, man. Haha, I got it. Oh yeah, I guess it could be educational, that's right. You know what, effort. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. But I will save the turntable real quick. Turntable 1. No. No, I forgot. Oh, jeez. I hate it when that happens. Does it work if I turn it off now? I don't think so. Oh, it does. I did not expect that. Coolio? Okay. I did not expect that. I did not know that. I should have tried that way earlier. Oh, to time rendering I could have spared. Sheet. Ha! Miscreated has joined the follower. The Empire. Ooh, thank you a lot. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't shut down the stream. Oops. The potato wins. Well, back to that. Hands. Back to the hands. I used to hate doing hands, but I actually starting to enjoy doing sculpting hands. Because at some point I just thought that can't be so hard, and then I just started doing tons of hands. Oh, it's finally cooling down a bit over here. It's so freaking hot. Or at least it has been so freaking hot. Dip, 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 dip. Why am I sculpting those hands upside down? I don't know. So, as I said earlier, it's always nice to use the flatten brush instead of the smooth brush sometimes, because it really helps getting the skin a certain texture. Because we don't want it to look too smooth. Because that's not right. Guess it's best to use like a mixture of both. Because these parts where I used flatten on are gonna show up very different in the bake later. Oh, I do have a lot of problems lately using my Gozi. Especially when it comes to Marvelous Designer, it just doesn't work. I said that earlier, and I have no idea why it does it, but I go to Marvelous, hit the Go Z button, it starts ZBrush, loads the thing in, and then ZBrush crashes instantly. I don't know why that happens. And I, like, uninstalled it and reinstalled it several times. Though I've seen a patch note, in the latest patch note they say they fixed some problems with that, so I should probably try to just reinstall it again. Oh yeah, I guess. Didn't think about that. Why is that though? I mean, there's a ton of people out there using Blender. Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, it's the same for me. It's never worked for me, and I think the only thing where it would be quite useful is like when using Keyshot or something like that. But since I'm not really doing that, I won't need it. It would be quite nice for a Marvelous Designer, though, I guess. It's too lazy to install the stuff that helps you being lazy. Well, I think I've done it wrong at some point, like at least for Marvelous. And I somehow need to get rid of all the files. And I'm way too lazy for that, and I did not activate symmetry. Uh-oh. I should not have done that. I think I had it working for 3ds Max once, but that was like when 4.7 was still around, so... Okay. The base keeps falling off. And some kid is really angry outside. Right? Export and import does it. I'm gonna continue in the side where I can actually see the hand. And I think there's a kindergarten in front of my window. I sincerely hope you can't see that, hear that. But I can't close the window or I will die. Jesus. So just trying to blend that in a little better. And every single time I see stuff made by a poor freak, I want to start learning Modo. Every time. I believe that. I really want to learn it. I should probably get... Is there some kind of, I don't know, educational version around for Modo? Yeah. Well, I don't like to use ZBrush for modeling. I don't know. I prefer modeling tools. Later stages, but the Boolean is nice. Yeah, it just feels weird, that's what I'm saying. Let's see, is there a Modo trial or something? Educational. I hope so. Huh, educational pricing. Educational pricing. That's not well if I like it or not. Well, most people I know actually use Maya, so But I don't know. I'm using Maya for animation, but not for modeling. It just doesn't feel right. I prefer Max. How did Modo work with CryEngine? Like with CryEngine 3 and stuff. Did they have like all the... I remember you needed a shit ton of tools for 3ds Max to work properly with CryEngine back then. Yeah, I know that. For 3ds Max, I know how that worked. But I was wondering about Modo. Like, because I guess there was no tools for that. That must have been annoying to start a tool every time that you don't even like. Luckily, all that stuff has gotten a lot better with CryEngine. I have a few friends at Crytek actually, and most of them use Max as well. Whoopsie, sorry about that. Rip mic. No, that's the sound when I mute my mic using the mic. I don't know. There's a button, and it's very... I don't know who placed it there, but it's not a good place to place a mic button, I guess. A mute button. Because it always sounds like I'm breaking it apart. I know that. I try to avoid that. Well, that's the only thing that is kind of annoying using CryEngine, all the exporting and importing. Or that was kind of annoying. But it just looks so good, especially environment stuff and everything. I love just opening up CryEngine and building random islands. That is so cool. I guess I'm gonna try and make this one work in CryEngine. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, I haven't done animation for CryEngine before though. This is gonna be a whole new level of difficulty, I guess. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna close the window real quick. This kid is annoying. So, back to the hands. So, Boiled Spud, are you still awake or sleeping yet? What time is it in New Zealand right now? I mean, you said it's 4 a.m., but that must have been more than an hour ago. Okay. Wide awake. Of course. I see. Well, I'm used to doing that kind of stuff as well. Since for the Star Wars mod, our whole team basically is from America, or until very recently, our whole team was only Americans, and then there was me. So I'm used to being awake. Deep in the night. Especially very early in the mornings. It's when I work best, though. Now for me, it's in the early mornings, really. That's when I work best, so I usually get up really early. You mean a backface masking I've got down here? It's in brushes and then alpha something, auto masking. And then is down here the backface mask. So that's brushes, auto masking, backface masking. That is, I think, the part of my UI I use most. I use the most, most frequently. Ah, don't even mention it, man. That button, though, so important. Okay, let's just smooth everything out. Or flatten it out, rather. I learned about that really late, actually. I learned about a lot of things really late. But I'm like fairly new to the whole thing as well. I'm saying fairly, since I don't know. I started studying 3D in 2014, and I think the first time I used ZBrush was like late 2015, maybe early 2016. I don't really know. Hey, macOS, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. Well, it's what I love to do, I guess, and I do it a lot. I mean, like, sometimes I wish I would have tracked all my ZBrush hours. Yeah, I started using Blender. Like before I went to university, I started using Blender and Unity, and then I found out about that institute, and I went there, and then I fell in love with ZBrush. And they didn't even teach ZBrush that much over there. Everything was more like 3ds Max and Maya. But they had a little ZBrush, and then I was like, oh, fuck yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. If you have, because you can do, I mean, you can do so many crazy cool things for environment art using ZBrush. It really is a cool tool. I gotcha. Well, there's always ZBrush Central, which I probably should use more often. But looking at all the cool stuff they post out there, I always feel like such a noob. These people are crazy now. Okay, let's see. Our part needs to go in a little. Don't worry about asking me though. I will gladly answer any questions you have. Assuming I can actually answer them. Yeah, that's it. There is not a lot of people doing game-ready stuff or real-time stuff on ZBrush Central though. Most of them are just doing high-poly sculpting. And thus don't really appreciate high-poly work, high-poly real-time workflow. Or that's what I feel like, at least. Well, I guess a lot of those people there are more like concept artists, so they don't really care about any limitations besides their hardware, of course. Um, yeah, so they can't really appreciate that. Good to know there's people out there that do, though. Yeah, of course, I totally get you, man. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. But I love doing the real time stuff. It just feels way more rewarding. Fire away. um, well, there's quite a few ways, that's right. But I would probably just do a boolean with a new. Oh, wait. Want to put a whole entire way through? Yeah, just use a boolean. I mean, like, it is fairly easy. Let's say you just want this really perfect whole. Um, wait, that's too far. Make it an appropriate size. This might actually be fun, put a hole in him. Haha. I didn't want it to get too gory though. Some changes to it. Jesus. Okay, let's say like this. Let's make it not perfectly straight. Activate live boolean. Now I will have to check. Oh, yeah, it's that easy. You just have to put it below the mesh you want to cut the hole in. Hit this little arrow down here. make it, oh, what's that button called again? I don't know. But hit that button. And if you just want to apply it to the mesh, you'll have to go to Boolean down here and just hit the make Boolean mesh. It'll actually show you, or at least it should. Let me save real quick. I don't want to destroy. Now he has a hole in his body. It's really quite easy. And I mean, the Boolean feature is fairly new. I love it. I use it a lot. You're welcome, man. It's really simple. That's the cool thing about it. And like before they added this Boolean feature, was I mean, there's a few other ways, but none as fast and easy, I guess. You could like polygroup it, like mask the part you want to delete and then polygroup it and then delete hidden, or use like a clip rectangle and do it like this. Not clip. What's it? Slice? Would that even work? I don't know. Let's test it. We're gonna use the Boolean. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it worked. And it took like forever, and there was never the result you wanted. Would have been faster to just export it into a different software and do it in there. These are like black magic to me. I will have to look that up now. Okay. So let's take the spike. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, maybe the difference is clip doesn't work. There was always one that never did what I wanted it to do. Now, this is modern art. That's true. That's true. I love ZBrush though. It's the best software. Especially considering how cheap it actually is. Well, compared to other bigger 3D tools. Or, well, not bigger, but as big. I don't know. That's why I don't use it. Sometimes it works, it does the most. I guess there's a very easy explanation for that. But I don't have that answer for you. I would like to know that though. Oh yeah, sure, you can do that. Let's go for the curve, for example. You can get very precise cut with that. subdivisions. Well, it does, however, try to. No, it doesn't. It cuts right through it. Okay, cool. Well, no, you can use the trim, man. What I thought is, oh, and what it does is create. It creates. Ugh, I'm losing my ability to speak here. It creates a new polygroup for the trimmed area, which is pretty neat. So for hard surface stuff, the trim brush is really nice. But I never use the slice brush really because I can't figure it out. Trim brush, really cool though. You know, you can, if you hit Alt using the trim brush, you can make curves and everything. Or if you hit space, you can actually move it around and stuff like that. So back to the feet. Yes, hello. I am. I'm highly official. Ooh, and somebody's using the YouTube chat. That's rare. Not a first, but rare. I like it. Why would you think such a thing? If you follow like our Twitter or Discord or anything, you should have seen quite a few new things lately. I will be able to sculpt those messy parts out as soon as I go into a higher subdiv, but right now I'm not ready to do that yet. I could actually go to those. Thanks, mate. Yeah, you should probably check out our Twitter or Discord because they are sharing a lot of stuff in there. On the Twitter, that is. We're not sharing that. Well, let me just give me a sec. I should be able to do it like this. Oh shit, wait, you are writing in YouTube, so I guess I'll have to head over to YouTube real quick and I will copy the link in there for you. Just a second. I'm coming. Oh, Jesus. I'm hearing my own voice. That should do the trick. You're welcome, man. Also, I'm from Germany too, so you won't have to apologize for that. So, if you haven't seen any of the newer videos they shared up there, you're in for a treat, I guess. Because there has been some nice new stuff lately. Yeah, the Bastila is great. Mike did an awesome job on her. Did you see the T3M4 as well? I've just seen that this morning. I actually missed it myself because I've been sick for quite a while. T3 turned out really great. My buddy Alex did him, and he looks so effing amazing. We do have a few new people on our team now, so character-wise, there should be a lot of stuff going on soon, like NPCs and stuff like that. We're really working on that. Oh man, I love HK too. But he's not in there yet. For now, it's just from the main cast, it's only T3 and Bastila. But we are working on characters a lot. But I'm not gonna tell who's next. And that's only partly because I honestly don't know. Wait, okay. Ah, gotcha. BioWare did a hell of a job on that. Like, the writing is phenomenal. Yeah, I made a cloth in Marvelous. That I did. I couldn't sculpt folds. Like, okay, well, you always lose a lot of detail quite some detail when exporting from Marvelous to ZBrush. So I'd say like half of the folds in here are hand sculpted, but the base is Marvelous. And I couldn't do it without the base from Marvelous. It's way easier to sculpt folds like that. Yeah, nobody wants to see that. Thanks. Yeah, but I know that. It takes a lot of effort, and we do have a great creative what's it called? Creative director. I think that's what he says. And he helps us a lot. Sometimes you just need somebody else to have a look at your stuff and tell you what's actually off. Or actually all the times. That's what makes you really improve. Oh, and thanks for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate it. I missed the name though. Twitch spokesman, something like that. Twitch paints Pokemon. Twitch paints Pokemon. That makes sense. Twitch paints Pokemon. Thank you for the follow. I'm an idiot. As I said before, though, sometimes it's really difficult to guess names. Or nah, that wasn't good. Oh, and also thanks for the follow on, and thanks for the subscribe, man. Why is there the freaking zombie? That shouldn't be there. I changed that. There should be an amazing GIF. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subscribe, man. I really appreciate it. That's really cool. It all comes with practice, though. I would so like to show you one of my first sculpts. Let me look that up. I might have one of those on Instagram. Let's go down even further. Like, we're getting to a point where it gets really horrible. And that's not even it yet. Like, oh, this one, for example. Jesus. But that's not that old. Oh, here. This is nice. That's gonna be interesting for you. There was a rock ghoul I made that's been way before I started working at the Piron. Like, well, not way, but like half a year before I started working with the Piron team. And that was really horrible. And that is a Harrison Ford likeness sculpt. I like the eyes though. I probably got them from somewhere else. But that's not even the really old stuff. I don't have it on Instagram, sadly, but yeah, not just against the wall. I mean, like, I would like to show you the whole thing, but I deleted it from ArtStation because it was just so horrible. I'm gonna try and find all of that really old stuff I did when I started out. And the Rakul looks really good compared to that, I promise you that. Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, as I said earlier, it's like I do it basically all day long. What I do is sculpting and stuff. Not just digitally, but also traditionally sometimes. But I gotta admit, I'm really bad at this still because it's a hell of a lot more difficult than digital sculpting. What I did notice though is that digital sculpting pushes my or drastically increases my drawing and painting skills. That's really sick. I used to draw a lot, but I wasn't really. I mean, compared to all those concept artists out there, I was really, really bad. I guess it's time to add another subdivision level. Your eyes are off, my friend. Something is really wrong. So what's that? Did I try to sculpt the caruncula into the eyelid? The hell was I doing there? I am working on a new rock wool, by the way. I started that quite a while ago on the stream as well, actually. So it should be on YouTube, I guess. Can't wait to continue this one because I really like the rock wools. Alright, buddy. Have a good one. Good night. Was nice having you around. See you soon, hopefully. Oh, you're very welcome, man. If you ever have any questions, just drop me a message or something. See ya. Yeah, and I actually think it's about time I took a break as well. I've been streaming for over 4 hours now. That's not bad. Right. So I'm just gonna have a break now. Finally have dinner properly. Yeah, I wanted to have dinner 2 hours ago. Thanks, man. That's good to hear. We are not gonna change the story, the plot, or the quests or anything. We are basically just remaking the graphics of the game. That's what we're gonna do. Because we don't feel the story needs any changing or the writing needs any changing because it's just awesome. I love it. I mean, KOTOR has been so amazing. We don't want to change the experience you're gonna have. We just want to make it look a little more modern, I guess. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna bounce. See you cats later, I guess. I might be back later, but for now I really need a little break and a shower because it's really hot. Alrighty, so thanks for hanging around. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Okay.